Hi everyone, my name is Frankie and welcome to a Movie a Day Challenge. Today is day number 331 and it's November 27, 2018. Today I'll be watching the 1948 Western film Red River. Now in each episode of a Movie a Day Challenge, I pick one film that I've never seen before and then I take that movie's movie poster and place it to the side of me. I do this because I absolutely have no idea of what the film that I'm about to watch is about. And being that I have absolutely no clue about the film or what it's about, I feel like I need to draw some type of conclusion of what I think the film may be about, based solely off the movie poster itself. In saying this, let's go ahead and take a look at the 1948 Western film movie poster to Red River. Now as we continue the John Wayne week and a half of movies for the Western genre of a Movie a Day Challenge, we come along to a movie poster that has John Wayne holding a female, I'm taking his counterpart in this movie, not just some random lady in the movie, but his female counterpart of this film in his arms. So you can see straight from the movie poster itself that it's going to be a love story. So for this film being a love story in some way along a Red River, I'm going to expect John Wayne to be John Wayne. Be some type of tough guy who can sway a woman off her feet. It's like it's going to be a cool film. You know, if this film came out back in the 40s and John Wayne was such a big person and lead, I want to say, in the cowboy genre of Western films, then this has everything for both a male and a female going to the movies. You have a love story, but it also features John Wayne, so you know it's going to have some badass butt kicking in it. So I'm looking forward to sitting down and enjoying the 1948 Western film, Red River. Now after I finish analyzing the movie poster itself, I then let you, the viewer, know that I'm going to go ahead and watch Red River. But before I go and do that, I want to let you, the viewer, know that after I finish watching Red River, I then come back and tell you a little bit about the film. However, I don't go in great detail about the movie. You see, I don't release any major spoilers about the film, nor do I tell you anything about the movie's plot either. Why? Well, because I don't want to ruin your chance of watching a really great film for the first time. And since this is also my first time watching Red River, I wouldn't want anyone to spoil the film for me by telling me any major spoilers about the film, or tell me anything about the movie's plot either, before I actually go ahead and watch the film myself. You see, I want you to enjoy this film for what it's worth, and be entertained by it. That's the sole purpose for a Movie a Day Challenge. Now, in case you've previously seen the 1948 Western film, Red River previously, then please, feel free to substitute Red River for another film for your viewing pleasure. It doesn't even have to be in the genre of Western films. This way you can take part in a Movie a Day Challenge and possibly watch each film along with me as they go along. In saying that, I'm going to go ahead right now and watch the 1948 Western film, Red River, and then I'm going to come back and tell you a little bit about the film. I'll be right back. I just finished the 1948 Western film Red River, and I want to let you, the viewer, know that Red River is a good movie. This film truly is a great film. However, there is one part to this movie that is utterly annoying that makes the rating towards this film go down. And I will make that the main focus of this review. But I just want to tell you the good parts of this film first. It has terrific acting in it. John Wayne truly makes you believe that he is this main character in this film and this is truly his life. And he is showing you this person really existing. The supporting cast does this as well because they go hand in hand with John Wayne in this movie. You don't know whether if you're going to like this person or if you're going to hate this person because they change throughout and it's really a cool story to watch unfold before your eyes. The second is the production in this film. The movie is shot in the United States in this open land for 80% of the time. This film is different from every film that I've so far seen for the Western genre of a Movie a Day Challenge because it doesn't deal with the Old West as in the terms of outlaws or marshals or anything like that. It deals with starting a business and how the business goes. Totally different from the movie poster itself that I actually thought it was going to be about, but I was wrong. However, when looking at the film itself and seeing this story unfold, you really start to think about, man, life back then was heavy and sometimes really serious to get through. And the third thing that I really enjoyed about this film was that the film is a late 40s film and it's filmed in black and white, but the cool thing about it is that when the action scenes take place, when someone does get shot, now remember, many of the old films before the 60s, when someone got shot, they just clutched themselves and went down. But when you get to see blood in an early film like this, it's the late 40s, when someone gets shot, it's paint. And it's dark paint because when it comes on screen in black and white, it's just dark blood. And it's so cool. And it adds certain emphasis on the scene itself. Now, you got a great story, you got a great acting, you got a great production, really cool and awesome action. What could be the part that makes this film go from a great to just a good film? Annoyance. And what is that annoyance? You see, this film has a time sequence. And in order to pass time, rather than just have this film be over 3 hours in length, because it really could have been, even though it's a little over 2 hours, this film basically breaks parts into telling a story with certain transitions towards a screen that has writing down, physical script writing that tells the story of what's happening during this time. And when this goes on, it makes the screen pop up and then it goes off. Physically, I'm telling you, and literally, you're about to read the story of John Wayne's character and you're reading it, and then it's gone. They don't give you 10 seconds to read it. They don't give you 20 seconds to read it. They give you a total of 5 seconds. The shortest I've seen was 2 seconds. It basically came on and came off. And then they try to be kind of sneaky, so they show the screen of what the writing is, and they superimpose the next screen onto it, and it's ridiculous. It totally took the enjoyment of the film out of it for me. And I was so annoyed by it that any time I had to read, you have to physically pause the film to read what's going to go on, because it's that quick that they take it off. I understand that I should be considerate that this is a late 40s film and it's totally different with the editing today than how it was back then. But really, if you paid money to go see a film such as this and you're a big fan of John Wayne and you're reading about the story and the next minute it's gone, why do that to your viewer? Why do that to a person who's paying to see something that you're making? Or that you made already? It's so terrible, and it took the fun and enjoyment out of it for me. But overall, the story is really great. It's just the overall thing about this little nudge of, hey look, we're going to make people read really quickly and have to pause it. And remember, there was no pausing back then. You had to wait till you got a VCR, when VCRs came out, in order to pause something. When you watch this in the movie, imagine sitting there and going, come on, really? Really, and everyone else, imagine how loud that theater must have been, because people don't read that fast or that quick in order to get something done in 5 seconds or in 2. It's that ridiculous. So I just want you to be on the lookout for that. Would I recommend Red River to a family member or a friend? Yes, I would. Even though if that situation thing happened, I would tell the person ahead of time, when something comes up, pause it instantly. Just pause it so you know ahead of time. Alright, this way you can have that enjoyment and read what's going on and then come back and then just keep playing the film. Would I watch Red River again? I actually would. I actually would watch Red River again, but it's not going to be for some time down in the future myself. All in all, it is a great film. I just really hated the fact that it had that annoyance. And this film is over a bit of 2 hours in length. So imagine 2 hours and 12 minutes watching a film, and these little story bits happen randomly throughout the film itself in that total time. So you're trying to read stuff and it's been taken off and you just feel totally dumb. You really do. Because you're just trying to watch a film and then you have to keep going back to try to read it. It makes no sense. Now, if you like today's episode, you see that thumbs up underneath this video? Click it. Give us a like to today's episode. As you're doing that, maybe you've seen the 1948 Western film Red River and liked it. Maybe you've seen it and you didn't like it. Maybe you're interested in watching the film, you're hearing my review about the movie, you're going to go watch the film after watching this review and then come back and write something. Well, whichever the three may be, please tell me in the comment box down below. Right down there. And as you're doing that, you see that word subscribe underneath this video? Click it. Subscribe to a Movie a Day Challenge. Now, tomorrow is day number 332 of a Movie a Day Challenge. And we'll be watching the 1972 Western film, The Cowboys. My name is Frankie. I will be here tomorrow to continue the John Wayne week and a half of films with the 1972 Western film, The Cowboys. I will see you tomorrow.